Bags 1 through 3. And the other set. Now comes the fun bit. There we go. Hi Jesse. I don't actually know if sound's on. Can you hear it? Cat hair. Thanks, Shirley. I should have done this as a meet, then you guys would be able to talk. Best laid plans. Oops, almost did it backwards. The fun bit's doing it upside down, so it's the right way up for you guys. Do you like my IKEA sorting trays? None of this fancy Lego stuff. And I think if I'm not wrong, you're about 2 steps behind me looking at the video feed because I'm watching my own stream. Isn't that sad? Just so I get an extra viewer. Funnily enough, same on the other side. The neat freaks are cringing at the moment. Well, there's the sides of one of them done. Do the other one. Just for an added bonus, trying out my new glasses today. I can actually see the Lego today. It's kind of handy. I can even read the word Lego on the things. I couldn't do that an hour ago. I'll be doing this for the next 5 days probably, since Victoria's just gone into lockdown again. Yay. It's going so well. You can say hi out loud if you want to, Jesse. It's a bit hard to respond to the chat and build at the same time though, so excuse me if I don't. Ah. Well, that went well. 1 step forward, 2 steps backward. All good. Don't squeeze so hard. Well, almost built the 2 main dragons. Now we've got a couple of round plates to do. They're on camera, good. So far so good. Don't think I've got anything wrong yet, but won't know for a little while. You don't tend to figure it out until you have that dot moment. Christine's in the background trying to be quiet. She doesn't have to be. Only a Lego build. What are those funny little things? Look like paddle pops. Maybe they're for spanking. It's a good thing Lego don't sponsor this stream. They'd sack me for saying that. That's a cat going mental in the background there.
No.
It's alright, I'm not getting yelled at. It's a cat getting yelled at. Promise.
sheep cat.
It is a sheep cat. Give me the cat. One cat. Look up there. Look up there.
Cassandra. Holy shit!
Lego bits everywhere. Ah. That could take a little while to sort out. Oh well. So much for the cat. You guys can't see what happened just then. But my second tray is a little bit emptier than it was a couple of minutes ago. There's bits of it everywhere. But that's okay. It looks kind of like Shaun the Sheep, doesn't it? If I turn it that way up for you guys, I reckon it looks like Shaun the Sheep. But I'm just silly like that. Yes, it is a fun activity for lockdown, and yes, Jesse, first time I've built this set. I got it out of the box this afternoon. Hopefully it's actually all there. It'd be unusual for Lego to be not all there, but it does happen. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to stop doing that. Because I need to put these on first. These little things. Little cute scrolly things. These are normally in buildings. They make little gargoyles and stuff out of them. I suppose that's appropriate for a dragon. Now I can put these bits on. So are you guys still policing Connect while you're watching the stream? I would. I do while I was making the stream, but that's probably a little bit difficult. We got 2 of these little things now. And some claws. Where are the claws? There they are. And teeth. Claws and teeth. They're good things to make dragons out of. Which way around does that go? Like that. That makes sense. And the claw goes... no, it's backwards. And the claw goes like that. Was I doing that off camera? No, I was still on camera. That's good. This is the first time I've streamed one of these on YouTube, and it's a bit interesting because the stream lags, I think, about 30 seconds behind reality. I assume that's so I can edit something rude out if I say something bad, but I don't know how you do that, so I can't. And for some bizarre reason, Lighthouse keeps popping up. Don't want Lighthouse. That's the claw done. I've got to turn the claw downwards apparently. Why didn't it just say do that in the first place? And put these cute little things on. Little shieldy things. And those go on the bottom of the thing. Like that apparently. And then they clip in to the creature. That way round, that way round. I think that way round. Kind of cool. Assuming I got it right. Looks right. Oops. Be funny if I got one right and one wrong, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's time for some eyeballs. And the lighthouse pops up again. How do we make eyeballs? I'll take these, and I think we need 4 of these and 4 eyeballs. Cool are the eyes. And these eyeballs go in these things on an angle. I wonder how they stay there. Surely they don't just sit there. Could be like that, surely. No, it is like that. Okay. Oh, that kind of makes sense. Sort of. Yeah. I think I might have to refine those eyes a little bit. They look a bit strange, really. This one looks better. So he's actually kind of peering straight ahead now. That one's a bit weird. I'll get him out later and fix him. I'm not going to bore you guys waiting for that. Come on. This one doesn't want to go in there at all. There we go. Actually, it looks like they can only kind of go one way. It's interesting. You can't put them in straight on, which is the way I would have expected them to go. So maybe I don't have to fix that one. It's looking more like a head. It's probably that way up there. What have we got now? Little white flames. No, they're bananas. Now, someone at LEGO is pretty creative, because these are bananas. No way they're not bananas. Uh-oh, they're upside down. My son's just come home, so you'll probably hear him complaining about whatever it was that went wrong during his day-to-day in a moment. That's okay. I won't tell him the sounds on it. Could be interesting. Shirley, yes, they do come with instructions. So that's the answer to your question. What else have we got in our chat here? Yes, it is more productive than binging on TV, I guess. And I don't know that I am that quick. I've missed a couple up already. And you think you're the 12th fun fact, do you? No, we've had Ricardo join. Hello, Ricardo. And yep, just a few minutes. I understand it's on the wrong side of the world. I'm attaching the bananas onto little green clips, Shirley. And they're, I don't know, I guess they'll end up being a mustache or something. Maybe they're eyebrows. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Eyebrows. If they were round like that, they'd be eyebrows. That makes sense. I'm going to change that one to be like that too. That makes more sense than what the book shows. We'll see who's right soon. What else has got to go on this head? We've got the plates to go on the back. And that looks like pretty much it for the heads. I'm just going to try and get this in the right spot. And these clip on that way up to the body. That sort of makes sense, doesn't it? Cool. Now pop the other one on. I should actually pull that off. This is a new part to me. I've never seen this before in LEGO. It's new. I reckon I can think of lots of cool things to make out of that. But for now, it's a dragon head. Maybe tomorrow it won't be. We shall see. Alright, that's 2 dragons done. Yep, bananas for eyebrows. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Shirley. They're probably a lion, I would think. And yes, the eyes can bat at you. Cool. Oh well, I'll leave those 2 little lions there and they can stare at each other for a while we get on with the next thing. Oop, no, we haven't actually finished the lions yet. We've got to do some more stuff on the lions. That's okay. We need these. We need these. We need some of these. Things everywhere. Okay, let's try and put these together. This looks like the bottom of the lion's mouth to me. Okay, it's making me think a bit how these go together. And there's another piece to go on there, which must go on the bottom there, which I'm sure is the wrong order. It is the wrong order, that's okay. And he clips on somewhere down here. There we go. Now the mouth's open. Chomp, chomp. Chomp. That looks familiar. The only thing wrong now is there should be a little person's face in there, because that's what happens when you see real ones. There's always a little person inside going, "Hi, I'm a lion." I do like the lion dancers. That's why I picked this set. I don't know if you know, but Lego actually release a set every year for Chinese New Year. Actually, I'm not sure if this is this year's set or this is last year's set. Not 100% certain on that one. Now, interestingly, I have left over. There's some spare bits. There's always spare bits. It's like IKEA. There's always spare bits. But I've got little white frogs. I don't know what they're for. And one piece of a dragon spare. So we'll just put those aside. And we shall move on to the next bit, which would be bag 2. So there's building a little human. And I think there's another dragon coming up too, and maybe some drummers. That seems to be what this set is about. Ah, this little human's got firecrackers. Do we want one with glasses? No, we want this head. We want the happy head with lipstick, apparently. You can have mascara if you want, Stephen. You know, it's a very accepting world these days. You can do anything you want. There you go. There's a little human. Goes along with that little human. Now, this one's meant to have some firecrackers, so we're going to make those now. Struggling to find the second one of those. There they are. It's finding 2 red things in a sea of red things. Because being Chinese New Year, there's lots of red and lots of gold, and not much of anything else, really. And some of these little pyramids. You know, I'm tipping that if I had firecrackers that were bigger than half my body, I'd be very happy. Get a load of the size of them. You'd have to be happy with those. Really give your neighbours the shits. Alright, so we're now making some little drummer people. So there's 3 little people. Should be another little pair of red pants, but I seem to have... Oh no, there we go. Okay, put these together. Head with glasses. A happy head. Weirdly in the other bag for the next head that looks a bit mean, the next head. So this one's got... One of them's got 1 beating stick. And a hat. Where's the hat? There it is. It's more of a do-rag than a hat. That's okay. And there's another one. And this one gets a pair of drumsticks, or beating sticks, or whatever they are. And this last guy is special, because he gets cymbals. How do the cymbals go together? They use these, by the looks of it. So these little things, using the opposite way that Lego normally works. No. They actually are the usual way Lego works, and they go into his hands the opposite way. That makes sense, although it would actually work the other way just as well. Uh-oh. You always love that noise when you're using Lego. Where did that go? Okay, there's our symbols. He hasn't got a hat. Where's his hat? There it is. You can tell how closely I follow the instructions, can't you? Not. Anyway, let's put all these little people aside for the moment. Over here. Try and keep them on camera a bit. While we've got some more lions to make, and I think this time I'm making 3 of these, but I don't know if they're all exactly the same. Not sure at all. There's not enough pieces to make 3 at the moment, so they're probably not the same. Makeup looks pretty similar to the last one. It's going to slow down a bit when I get to the trays that fell on the floor, because those bits are everywhere. Can you hear my youngest munchkin complaining upstairs? He likes doing that. It's his thing. Okay. Working up White House again. Can you guys actually hear Matthew in the background? I should get him to come down and introduce himself. This one's got white legs, so I'm guessing this one will have white sides. Seems prominent, and this one's a little bit different because he's got little, well, I shouldn't say he, because who knows. But it's got little gold bits instead of little white bits. I could tell you what these Lego bits are called, but I've got no idea. Everything in Lego has a name. Some people pretend to know them. I'll probably get yelled at by some hardcore Lego person because I don't know. But that's okay. That's what YouTube comments are for. Getting yelled at by people that you don't know from who knows where. Okay, now I'm guessing they're going on to these sides. Looks that way. A couple of years ago I saw lions on someone's exhibit at a Lego convention called Brickvention, and I thought, wow, they're clever, that person must be really clever. But no, later on I found out they come out of the kit. So, while they might have made their own, they probably didn't. Right, there's that bit. Now we're off to the next parts. We've got some more little golden bits on, there's a single on that end, little golden tail, and we've got, it's alright, I've already done those bits. Right, so now we have to, oops, knocked him over. Another head coming up. This is where I get in trouble, because I'll start going, hey, it's just like the other one, and I'll just whip my way through it without reading the instructions, and then I'll go, uh-oh, that didn't work. Have you got your mascara yet, Stephen? I want to see it if you have. Interesting, one of the pieces for this one is in the other bag, so if you built it bag by bag, you'd be in trouble. Okay, now we've got those funny little building bits are on here again, but they do not go there, they go there. I think. I think those are on the wrong end. That makes more sense. Much more sense. See? Told you I'd get in trouble. Second guessing. It's starting to look like a head. Getting there anyway. Okay, now we've got to make that funny little shieldy bit again. That way round. And we've got a claw somewhere. Here's our claw. It's not a yellow claw this time, it's a black claw. And we've got another one of those little red shields, wherever it's hiding, there it is. And that goes on that way. And then this whole thing clips into, I think I put that on maybe just a little bit backwards. No? Maybe I put that on a little bit backwards. Does that make more sense? I think it's still wrong. I wonder if the claw goes that way maybe. No, that doesn't make sense either. Definitely is this way. Actually, I think I know what I've done. It's funny how the tiniest thing can actually trip you up. Like that. There we go. Oop, dropped it. Butterfingers. Good. Okay. On to the next little bit of that. Back to those eyeballs again. So we've got some more eye bits. And you really can't get them wrong. So even though they look very weird to me, they just slot into a particular spot and they won't go anywhere else. That's okay. I suppose it makes sense. They're kind of giant googly eyes on the real thing, aren't they? This one gets the frogs. So we have the bananas first. 2 more bananas. Banana brows. Sounds like the kind of taunt you'd hear in primary school. Turn that upside down. Put this thing on, which goes in the back of that. There are 2 little white flowers to go on here. And we've got some little white frogs to go on here. Now I wonder, were the other dragons supposed to have little white frogs as well? I'm going to have to go back. Other lions, sorry, I keep calling them dragons. So I have to kind of wonder if the other ones are meant to have them too. But let's pop this one's head on. There we go, it's got a head now. And see, little frogs and bananas. Kind of funny. "37 minutes in. I'm only on the 3rd lion. Wow. Alright then, so let's make our little head piece in the bottom of the mouth. This one's got teeth. Cool. Here's the other piece. And that just clips in down there somewhere. Actually, it's not teeth, is it? It's a beard. It's like me. It's got a beard. Now, let's have to have a quick flip back in the instructions because I want to see if the other lions were supposed to have... Yes. I missed the little frogs, so my poor lions don't have any ears made of frogs. How are they going to hear without ears made of frogs? And couldn't you imagine the big meeting at Lego with people going, I don't know what to make the ears out of. And they talk it through and someone just says, just use frogs. Okay, now my lions have frogs. All good. Now I think we're building a drum stand now. This is promising. I have to say my new glasses are making a huge difference. I'd plug where they came from, but they don't give me any money, so I won't. I had to pay for my glasses. Makes me sad. Let that be a lesson, glasses company. If you'd given to me for nothing, 5 people would have known about your glasses for free now. It's got to be worth something. No, it's 4 people now. We lost someone. Someone fell asleep on the other side of the world. Okay. Ah, that way. That makes sense. We've got some little corner bits to go on here. It's looking more and more like a bandstand. It's probably because that's what it is. Now we've got to put together a spinny thing. This goes on the back of the spinny thing. I'm sure it'll make sense at some point. And this goes down here. Okay. Right, what are we building now? This is another Lego part I've never seen before. 4-way claw. It's a bit out of focus. That's better. New. Cool bananas. So we go one stick. Lots of the new bits come out of the spaceship sets. There we go. Look, now it's got a hot dog, a gold hot dog, a dropped gold hot dog. I'm glad you're still there, Jesse. Kind of surprised. It's got an idea what time it is where you are. It's a little bit late. Okay. What else have you used a hot dog for that's not as a hot dog? Or is that too strange a question? It goes in that way. But it disappears if I put it in that way. So maybe I need to put this on first. Okay, so that just sits there. Fair enough. And then you force this into the bottom. Also fair enough. So that's Technics. That would have come from a spaceship. And that goes on there. It almost makes sense. Look at that. Giant drum. With cat fur on it, of course. Now we're going to be adding a frying pan. So that goes on that way around, goes on there. And our little mate with one stick goes here. Oops. Too much pressure there. He buckled at the knees. So he belts on this thing. Can't quite see how because he doesn't quite reach it. And this bloke, he belts on the drum. And he stands on that little spinny stand. And the drum tilts into him, that makes sense. Uh-oh. I hate it when that happens. Okay, there's he on there. And we've got Cymbal Man. He sits over here. It's a very crowded little bandstand, this one. He's going to have to stand off to the edge or he's just not going to fit. Put him off to the edge too, it makes more sense. It's not what the book says, but it makes more sense. If this guy gets too carried away, he's going to end up whacking his mates on the head. There we got a little drum stand. Alright, so I'll put that out of the way in the corner. Fits in there nicely. And on to the next bit. 3 AM, Jesse. Bloody hell. 3 AM and you're on the coffee. You should be on the beers. Alright, we're making the next bit. Now I've seen these before in Lego, but I've never had a kit with them in it. Nice little plates. Looks like something out of the Half-Life game to me. And I've certainly seen these before. These are spaceship parts from the Star Wars kits, but that's not what they're using them for here. I guess we'll find out what they're used for here shortly. I'm going to turn this around so you can see the bits I'm choosing from. Try and get it jammed in there so it doesn't fall off. And I'm going to move some of these, get them out of the way, just to make finding things a bit easier. Okay. Right. 2 more of these. Whatever this thing is, it's going to be tall. Sometimes the Lego bags completely make sense, and sometimes they don't. But as a mate of mine says, over things you can't control, that's okay. I kind of think these little spaceship parts would be handy for making a tram. Because they've got the right kind of angle for the front. Maybe these will get repurposed after Chinese New Year. Perhaps. There you go. The Lions can watch me make things. I think that's it for that page. We've got 2 more spaceship bits. Which seem to go like that. More spaceship bits. Put them to the side here. And where do these go? Oh, I see what they're doing. Kinda. Okay. That's still on camera, it is. They're doing less things in the instructions now, which means you're about to do something difficult. So maybe I should pay attention, because I think I'm putting that on the wrong way, which probably means it goes over there. Cool. When they do less parts in the instructions, it's a bit of a hint that you should slow down and pay attention, which is not something I'm awfully good at. To make room, because it keeps getting bigger. It's an interesting shape that's coming up here. Kind of cool. Almost looks like it's round, which is something Lego finds hard to achieve because Lego is square. Some brown bits. And a red bit. Now we've got 4 of these to go on, which you don't often see the really big old-fashioned blocks like these ones in sets anymore. It's cool that they're getting used. They're too chunky for most of the fine shapes that people want these days. And 4 of these now. Getting bigger and bigger. And we've got 2 of these. So these are just plates. 2 by 6s. A couple of 1 by 4s. Trying to find the other one. More spaceship bits. Just when you thought it was safe, more spaceship bits. And there. And there. Oh, there's one more. Where is the other one? I have a missing spaceship bit. That's not cool because it's an unusual bit. Oh, there it is. I do lose them occasionally and I find them under the table the next day after I've gone to my stash and found replacement parts. And you find it later and go, no, it wasn't missing after all. I was just careless. I'm impressed that 50 minutes in and I've still got 4 people watching me make Lego. It's kind of funny. Oscar! It is a good one, Oscar. You probably won't be able to buy it on the Lego store anymore, but lots of toy shops will still have it. The Lego store sells out really quickly of this stuff. And I like getting to the toy shops as well, but they tend to get very little of the Lego early on in the program, so if you want it in a decent time frame, you have to buy it from Lego themselves. Which is boring, because, you know, I'd rather help the little guy than help the gigantic organisation. Lego can't pretend they're anything but that. This is all kind of making sense. All this stuff getting built up under here. Oops. You got a horrible insight into the way my mind works then. Badly. More brown bits. More brown bits. And a red bit. No great surprise there. And I suspect coming up shortly we'll probably have another one of those things. Ah, these are interesting too. So these are special for the Chinese things that they do. I've never seen them in any other kit. Little fence pieces. Made of gold, as is appropriate for the time of year. Okay. Modular connectors. These just help you take things apart later because they don't have all the pins on them, or all the studs, I should say. Be more of those horrible comments later on from Lego people going, he doesn't know they're studs. He called them pins. And judging by who's in the list here, you're the kind of people that know what I'd tell them. And how much I care. Yeah, as expected. See? all that effort, and what we basically made is a milk crate with things hanging off the side. How about that? These are an interesting colour. It's a new colour. New to me, maybe not new to Lego. Sort of like the colour of poo that you get out of a new baby. Those of you who haven't had the pleasure of having a new baby, well, at some point in your life, you did that colour. That doesn't feel correct. That feels like it should go over there. I think they're right now. They don't quite look right though. No, they're not. They're not right. They're not right at all. They go that way. Now I think it's right. Oop. Sorry, Lion. He was just lying around. Didn't take me long to get a horrible dad joke in, did it? Actually, it did. 54 minutes and 27 seconds. Well, probably more than that by the time you see it, because you are a little bit behind what I'm doing. You know what we should do, Oscar? We should do a dual stream with both of us building stuff one day. Since we both do. I see what these are for now. Cool. Yep, still right. Feels strange, but it's right. Now I have to slide these on the pole. Could have made that easier, Lego. Really could have. Could have put them on first. It would have been much easier. And I suppose there's method to their madness somewhere. There'll be a reason in those strange European brains. Looks like a toilet plunger. Maybe a valve for a tap. That's kind of what it looks like. Okay. And they're connecting to these, which are usually black, and they're usually in street lights. And they are going... I need to put this the right way around, or I'm going to get this wrong. See, if anybody ever yells at you for turning the map up the way you want it to be, did you just notice what I did? Same thing. Do what works. Okay, now I'm sure there's some hybrid of more of those. Yep, these ones don't have the thick bit at the top, so they will be shorter. Four more of these. Four more toilet plungers. Okay, that one goes there. This one goes there. No great surprise there. It's kind of symmetrical, which leaves these ones to go here. Still looks like a milk crate with toilet plungers on it. Ooh, now there's four special little gold things. Unicorn horns, I think, from one of the Friends sets. Except now they're gold. They're usually pink and purple. And colours like that strange sexist people think little girls like. Well, they do, but little boys like them too. Okay, so I can put these bits aside. Remember what I said about like it's like IKEA with all the spare bits? Look at that. That's from the first 3 bags. Now I just need to pick up some stuff, so you won't see anything for a moment because I've got to pick up all the stuff. That when the cat landed in the tray, it went everywhere. Which means it'll be out of order and something will be missing, and that's just life. And it'll be full of carpet fluff and cat fur. There's more over here. Wow, it did go everywhere. It really went everywhere. And I'll leave you with this for the moment. Look, a yellow banana. Who would have thunk it? A yellow banana. More bits. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I hope. That's what I was trying to sort. No, there's another bit. Let's have a quick look around. I know I'm off camera. See if I can see any more bits hanging around. I can't, but we'll get to that one that's missing and won't be able to finish. Still got 4 people. Woohoo! Okay, let's put the banana away. Yeah, it probably belongs in there, in the banana box. Alright, let's put that over there for the moment. We are going to be making another little person and then a gold coloured lion. I'm not sure if it's one or two. It's 2 more lions. I'm just going to have a quick drink, because you know where this came from. It'd help if I put it on camera, wouldn't it? Oop, there we go. Maybe Mini-Me needs to help. See, during the day Mini-Me lives on this tower because Mini-Me often comes to meetings in place of me. The camera goes live and all they can see is Mini-Me. So Mini-Me's going to sit in here and help now. I need to rethink how I stream this because this is very awkward how I have to sit on this chair. Right, okay, little person. Now that all these bits are all messed up, this might take a little bit longer. That's okay. Just do some sorting. There's a person with a little white body, which is what we want. Now I need a gold pair of pants. That would sound like you're going to a big bush stuff or something. I need a gold pair of pants. Maybe I'll just have to give up and sort this crap out. No, that's not a gold pair of pants, but it's a pair of pants. It's just not the right pair of pants. Certainly not the right head, because I'm meant to be looking for a female head, and that ain't a female head. You know, I'm tipping these lions. These ones probably have gold frog ears. Oh, there's another head, not vomiting head. You can see that, a bit hard in the light, a bit too much light. There we go. Anyone see a gold pair of pants? Which tray are they in? Ah, there they are. Gold pants. That'd be a good Maps nickname, wouldn't it? For your name on Maps. Gold Pants. There we go. Done. And she has a prayer thing, I think this is going to be. The can I find the right pieces? This could be a little bit of a challenge. Okay. Oh, there's one of the bits I need. There's another piece that I need. No, I don't need this piece at all. I need some different pieces, which are not immediately obvious to me. See what happens when you throw your Lego on the floor? Aha! There's a piece I need, and I need 2 of those. Are they in here? Yep, there's one. Looks like I found the right tray that this stuff's coming from. It's the kind of noise that when you're sitting around at night time building stuff while everybody's watching TV is they all quietly hate you because you're making so much noise. Need you? No, I don't need you. Well, let's put this on there for a start. That made me feel better. There we go. There's one bit done. I only wish I could find the other bit. It's hiding. There's the other end of this. So we're getting somewhere now. Can't quite put that together properly yet though, because I need the other piece. Or I might just pretend it's there and put it together anyway and worry about it later. May have to do that. In fact, I think that's kind of a good idea. I'm going to do that. So we're going to put this together while it's missing a piece. And our little human here is going to hold on to it. And when the other piece turns up, I'll put it on there. That sounds kind of like a plan to me. Otherwise you're going to sit here watching me scritch around in a box for the next hour and a half trying to find one piece. And that's not fun. But anyway, there she is. Now it's time to make some more lions. These guys are mostly yellow. Probably explains the yellow bananas, doesn't it? And of course they're not bananas, they're lion features. Okay, I'm going to depart from the instructions now. I'm just going to start gathering the bits that I can see that I'm going to need, because I need to clean out these trays so I can find stuff. There's just too much in them. And these little tiles can start coming out as well. Little gold pants. No, I struggled so much to find a pair of gold pants. Well, just like that, here's 4 of them. Because I wasn't looking for gold pants anymore, so there they were. I'm going to need these. We're going to need these when we get to the eyeballs. I'm going to need these for heads. And there must be some eyeballs somewhere. There's some eyeballs. There's only 3. Maybe one of my dragons is, or my lions is a little one-eyed. No, there's the other eyeball. Good, we're getting somewhere now. But there must be a heap more of those, and there are. They're in here. I want to say a heap more. There's a few more, but there should be more than that. Oh well, let's start putting them together and see where we get. There's some more yellow tiles. I'm not going to need those, I need yellow ones of those. I will need the bananas at some point. Oh well, I think we'll just start building these now. Otherwise you're going to watch me sorting stuff. I did once watch Mythbusters guy sorting Lego for 4 hours. I was surprised too. But he didn't have 4 people watching, he had thousands. I think they were surprised as well. And they even did it at 10 times speed and it was still kind of boring but watchable. As long as you're doing something else. Okay. Now we need those bits that I found before and stupidly put back. Alright, now we need the little grey ones for the other end. There's one. There's the other one. Not to be found yet. I could, if I had to, just go and get one out of my stash, but I'd rather not. But perhaps I should to keep the screen moving if I don't find it soon. The other thing I keep finding in here are beard hairs. At least I hope they're beard hairs. Little grey bit among grey bits. It's probably sitting somewhere on the grey carpet on the floor. I am going to go and get one out of my stash. I can't see it in the next couple of seconds. No, I reckon it's probably on the floor somewhere. So let me just go and grab one. I'll be right back. Still here. Wow. Got one. It's good to have a stash. I have a small mountain of Lego. Alright, let's put the side bits on. Let's speed this up a bit now. I'm going to do both sides, even the instruction says to do one side, because we know what's happening next. We need 2 more of these. At least these should be relatively obvious because they're big. Aha, there it is. Okay, we have all those bits. Now we're going to put on these bits of gold. That's interesting. At that end. On you go, Mr. Sneaky. The right way around, and it looks like these back bits are actually yellow because I can't see any gold ones for these, and they are, if I show you this thing, a slightly different colour in the book, so I think they are golden yellow. We'll soon know anyway. Kind of makes sense because all these bits are yellow. And we need our little gold tails now, wherever they're hiding. Could skip them because they're not that important, but here they are. Found them pretty quick. Now we need our sides, I think, would be coming up soon. We've got our little legs. We'll put all those on. Instructions get you to make these one at a time, but it's an assembly line thing. Now we've got our, they're a bit like the other ones, so the same kind of deal. Got those little gold leafy things first. And there's a bunch of these. Oop, upside down. Not clever. Hello, Kashif. So we've got one more join and someone else gone away, I guess. I can only see who's here based on the chat. I can't actually, I don't think I can see a list anywhere. Just saw someone's comment about the glasses rather than the practice. The new glasses are making a lot of difference. I was quite happy when the shop rang me up and said they're here, because of course tomorrow, or as of midnight, we go into lockdown, and I wouldn't have been able to go and get them because they would have been shut. So I'm happy. So if you want lots of points, go and find everything in Victoria and mark it temporarily closed as of midnight. Well, probably shouldn't do everything, because it won't be everything. My organisation, for example, stays open. But not me. I don't get to go. That's okay. I was in a meeting yesterday about going back to the building. That's not going to happen now. But, you know, between you and me, I don't think anybody really wanted to. It's a lot easier to have a 32-second commute than better than having... I mean, I've only got a 10-minute one now, but it's still a commute. You still have to bother getting up. You still have to put real pants on. Can't just wear something comfortable. There are some very clever people at LEGO, because this is actually a leaf, and normally you'd see it in most kits, it would be green or brown, but someone thought, hey, if we make that gold, it looks like the front of the lion. That's clever. I don't know if it's universal around the world. I know a few countries have it. There's a show called Lego Masters, which Christine's always suggesting I should go on, but I don't, because I don't have that bit of clever where I can, in a short bit of time, work out that this piece looks like something else. I take a while. You don't have a while on that show. Besides, I think there's a massive queue of people who would get their way in front of me. Because there's a lot of Lego people in Melbourne. Ah, there it is, hiding in the red bits. Right, let's get, whoops, done the right way up. On the sides of our yellow line. Wouldn't you know it? This is one I haven't been able to find yet. And that one doesn't want to go on. There we go. How hard could it be to find a bright yellow piece of Lego with shiny gold things on it? Right. Yep, looks like that line's just lying around too. That's okay. More shitty dead jokes. Time to make some heads. We're going to see those bananas soon. since you like building Lego Oscar, and I think Jesse does as well, and probably there's others that just haven't admitted it yet. Connect Live Lego Building Room. Sounds like a good idea to me. I convinced them to have Lego last time. And ironically, I barely used it. Did a little bit, but not a lot. Kind of hoping that went off to a worthy cause too, rather than getting tossed. The most common thing I saw built there was Street View cars. Everybody seemed to be making Street View cars. Everyone thought it was a unique idea, which I thought was cool. Okay, we want our little gold bits. Of course that went on the floor. You always hate it when that happens. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. Got it. Okay, another little gold bit. Bit of filigree. I need 2 more little gold bits. I'm going to turn this around because most of the bits seem to be coming out of this side at the moment. Done the little eyes. Now we've got to put those architectural features on the back. And we should have 2 more of those somewhere. There's one. There should be another one. Oh, there it is. Not doing too badly, even though I had the help of a cat to scatter stuff everywhere. That's okay, isn't it? Now we've got our little gold doodads to go on the back. I suppose they're a slope, officially. These things are what I'm talking about. There's lots of different categories of sloping brick. They're all called slopes because they all have a slope. They go down or up or whatever. Now, I'm guessing we're probably up to eyeballs now. No, we're up to claws. Up to our fang. So 2 of those. We need 2 little android claws that go that way. So I'm paying attention this time because I stuffed it up last time. Do you reckon I can see the other little claw? There we go. Now we need our little fang, which is, on this one, gold. Or yellow. It's probably yellow. Go that way. I don't think so. I think that goes that way. Oh, I'm off camera, aren't I? That's silly of me. Oh, we're down to 3. Someone's fallen asleep. Can't see the other one of those. Fortunately, there's a spare from the last one. Thank you, IKEA mentality. Let's put that in there. He's the other way up too. There we go. Something like that anyway. It'll work out in the end. Ah, where are these shiny little shield bits? There's 2 of those. Should be another one of those somewhere kicking around. There's a rat. Not what I'm looking for, but there is a rat. Ah, there it is. Okay. These go back on there like that, and they clip in there just like last time. Just so you can see what I'm clipping these in. I know it's a bit out of focus, but at least you can see the bits. Cool. 2 heads nearly done. Banana time. And here's that true thing about Lego. Remember I was looking for a yellow claw or a tooth and I had to use the spare one? As soon as I don't need it, there it is. Not banana time actually. I'm skipping a step. We need to make eyeballs. You guys didn't remind me to make eyeballs. Well, that's because you can't hear. Yeah, I don't know if it's from last year, Jesse, or if it's the handover from one creature to the other. Last year was the rat, definitely. Anyone know what this year is? Now we're doing the bananas, but I'm putting them in the wrong place. I think I did that before, didn't I? Maybe the rat just wants the bananas. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Probably prefer cheese, but I haven't found any cheese. They kind of look like cheese. Okay, there's the top of the head done, and we put the little things on the bottom. 2 of those. And clip them on our little mates here. Oops, put them on the right way around, be good. So you've got half a head. We'll build the bottom of his face now. His, her, its, whatever. Whatever it may be. That. These ones have a beard. That and that. It'd be like Yellowbeard. He was a pirate. And 2 little brown bits to put these on. It's a nice satisfying click you get with new Lego. Hasn't worn out yet. And it goes on there. Flappy flappy. I do like that this kit already is printed instead of having lots of stickers. I really hate stickers. Okay, so let's set these guys up so they're watching things. Get them out of the way because they're probably needed in the next step. Well, I'll upset people who like symmetry. I better put them around the right way and get rid of Ratty. Mini-Me can hang around though. Oh, what's this guy got in his hand? I need a black pair of pants. There we go. Black pants, black tuxedo. We need a red scarf. Anyone see a red scarf? I cannot see a scarf. This is the day of I can't find stuff. Oop, that might be it. Yes, it is. Yep, dropped it. Clever. Very clever. And we need a head. What kind of? He's got. This is the old guy with his glasses and his mustache that we had before. There he is. Mustache Man. And he's got a grey helmet of hair. Should be kicking around here somewhere. There it is. And it's a good thing that this isn't, because, you know, don't know what that's meant to be. I know what it looks like. It's pretty rude, isn't it? I wonder where he's going. Alright, next. That is long. That's really long. Okay, that goes about there. Okay. We need another one of these. No great surprise there. No doubt we need another little 3 grey one. That would also not be a surprise, because this shit is usually symmetrical. Mostly. Grey tiles, grey tiles, grey tiles. We're not far off finishing this, I think. Still got 3 people, that's impressive. Aha, there's one. We need 4 more. There's another one. Oops. Now we need the same thing for the other end. I also need 2 long grey ones, which slot in about there. I reckon I could easily see something that long, but no. We're going to get some light, might make it easier. Find what I'm after. Just going to do what I did before and just move a few things around just to make it easier to find things. Now that I do have a little bit more space here. You know what I forgot again? I forgot the little frog ears. And this time, they're yellow frog ears. Okay, is that one? And I've got one more to go on this one. I need to find one more little yellow frog. There it is. Yellow frogs are a little bit easier to find than some of the other things. They stand out a little bit. You could say they leap out at you. That was a shitty joke, wasn't it? Keep doing my clean up for the moment. A bit of a reorg. Just get a few more bits out of the way so I can find that one bit that I'm looking for, which is, there's one of them. Okay, we're getting somewhere. There's the other one. See, cleaning up works. Bit of organisation, never hurts. And we need some little grey dots. We've got a ton of those everywhere. When you've got big old fat fingers like mine, and you're trying to pick up little tiny pieces, mind you, it's one of the reasons why I build Lego, because building my model railway stuff is even more difficult, because those bits are even smaller. Good. Okay, this is looking more interesting. So we need 8 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. We need 16 of these little tiles. we might find the rest of those as we need them, to be honest. No, we're going to need them straight away. Need to find them all. Need a bunch of these. Need 8 of those. Need more tiles. There's another one of them. Let's get all of these out of here and get them into another spot. There's another one. Just get all these pieces out just to make it easier to find stuff. Put them up there. That one stuck to me. Okay. Another one of them. Have we got enough little tiles yet? I guess we'll find out in a minute. Let's try and put these together. They go that way. And one of these goes on the middle. Let's just make them all since we're here, rather than worrying about where they go. Feels like there's either just enough or just not enough. What will it be? And the question is, will Jessie wake up with a phone on her face because she's been watching a Lego stream at what must be about 4 o'clock in the morning now? Well, at least I can see where that went. That's a good thing. Well, there's enough tiles, but there's one of the other bits missing. The hinge. I need another hinge. There it is. Okay, so these go on here. Just heard my neighbour come home who set off to go camping this morning. Probably heard the news that we're going into lockdown and said bad words. I would have. Or just stayed there and hope no one found me. Anyway, that bit's done now, so now we start building our columns. So we need a lot of these. So we're going to be building columns. They're 3 high by the looks of it. And they go on the top. But there's a lot more of these than makes 3, so I'm guessing they might get a bit taller. But they're 3 for now. Unless he uses them somewhere else, it's possible, of course. 20 minutes to 4 AM. Now look, some of these are different. Better be careful here. I wish they were green, because then I could finally finish my bloody android. Because he's got the wrong colour arms. Now we do need the ones with the holes in. And I need 4 of them. That's lucky because there's 4 of them. Surprise! We need 4 of these. 4 of these little Technics pins. So I know what some bits are. I know these are Technics pins. Now I've got to put these little aqua-ish things on here. Very contrasting colour to everything else. And they wiggle. Like panna cotta. We all know what panna cotta wiggles like, don't we? Can I say what panna cotta wiggles like? You can use your imagination. And we need a little blue thingy. See, just to be confusing, that little thing I just put on there is also called a slope. Just to be confusing. But that's okay. Should make some effort to make these things properly. Even though I'm trying to do this quick so poor Jessie can go to sleep. I feel bad keeping you awake. Okay. Now we need we're going to make 2 of these, so we've got 2 of them. We need 4 of these. Now we need some little gold fences that go in the middle, and they go on both sides like that, and then they go up there. Now I need 2 more little gold fences to finish this one. Here's the other one. Gold's an interesting colour in plastic. So it's starting to make sense. It's looking very Chinese. And what I said about those strange people in meeting rooms, they're clever. Alright, now we want making 2 more of these things. So we want 2 of these. We want 2 of these. We want 4 of those little gold tiles. Which is convenient. It's like I prepared them earlier, because here they are. And I need 4 little red bricks. If you've never built Lego before, each step has inventory, this stuff here, which tells you what you need to get out. For complex things where I'm building lots of stuff together, I do actually get it all out, because then you know you've built it all and you've built it right, because all the bits are gone. It just helps it make some sense. And what else do I need? I need 12 of those little red hinges, which aren't being used for hinges here. They're going to do something else. They're just decorative. Does that look like 12? No. Look like 12? No. Now it looks like 12. Christine is laughing at me in the background, because she's sitting there thinking to herself, I wonder if he can keep talking shit to himself for much longer. And the answer is yes, because I've done student radio at 2 o'clock in the morning where the only person you're talking to is a mirror, because there ain't nobody else there. Or if they are, they're drunk and passed out in the cafeteria. If you haven't been drunk and passed out in the cafeteria when you're at uni, I'm sad for you. You know, if I asked if it looked like 12 before, it wasn't. It was more. But that's okay, they can stay there. And these go on top of there. And like that. So it's starting to shape up. I kind of wonder if it ends up on top of the thing that's got all the toilet brushes on it. But we'll see. Now we've got more of these that have holes in. But I don't seem to have any more of those with holes in. I didn't put them on somewhere else, did I? Oh, look, there's one there. There's one. Okay, let's take that one out. Put that one in its place. We still need one more though. There must be one more. No, there it is. No, that's meant to be there. No, there. There it is. That was stupid. Okay, now I have the bits I need. And these are simple ones, so I won't get all the bits out because I'll be able to tell pretty quickly whether they're there or not. I do need... There's not much left, by the way, so we're nearly done with this set. Probably another 20 minutes, I would guess. If that's too long, Jesse, it's okay. I'm glad you're staying awake. You can pull an all-nighter. Just don't go to sleep. You'll be fine. Honest. It'll be all good. Nothing bad can happen. More coffee. Now these are funny, look. These are bullhorns. So normally, you'd see those with a minifigure holding it in their hand yelling through it. But here, there's something else. Back to those clever people again. And 2 more. Haven't figured out what they're going to turn the rat head into. And that one goes across the top. Oh, does it? Yes, it does. Didn't seem long enough, but it does. Okay. 2 more of these without holes, and they go on the top. Whenever you're building Lego stuff, they always hold things together with something. Now these are interesting. I've seen these before, but this is just interesting what they've done, because one of them's going on backwards. These are called Snot Bricks. Studs not on top. Not something you pull out of your nose. Look at all cat fur on that. I don't know if you can see the cat fur. It's a pretty shitty old webcam. I must get a new one. I could use my mirrorless camera for it, but I don't want to fry its sensor. I'm keeping it alive for what have we done so far? 1 hour and 46 minutes. Bugger me. And we've still got 3 people here. And Jesse's still awake. Okay. Green things. Little green tiles. These are cool. Bit hard to see, but they're cool. I can see them. That's what matters. If anybody ever tells you building Lego is not hard work, I'm actually building up quite a sweat just trying to do this quickly. I don't know if you'll be able to see that too well. There we go. It's quite cool. I like that. And that goes... Nope, we need a red one to go up in the corner. Apparently it goes that way up and it goes here. Apparently. Which makes me think... Oh, look at that. We're building another one. Just the same. That's because I've probably said it 5 times already, so I should make it 6 so it is symmetrical. But Lego loves symmetry. This one does have another little red plate which goes on... I need to think about this. Goes on there. Okay. And that goes that way. That's cool. Getting quite heavy, that bit. I remember those things we had before and asked you if there was 12? And there was? Well, more. Guess what? You know what they're for now. I have a bad feeling about this. I think I need another one. I think there's not enough. I don't have one in this colour in my stash. It would have to be grey or black. Ah, lucky, lucky. There it is. It was just hiding. Can relax now. Little gold bits. And I've got a whole lot of these. Little toothy things. I think officially these are just another kind of hinge, but little toothy things will do. Should lift it up so you can actually see it, huh? So this is an 806 piece kit, and we're getting through them. There we go, that goes on there. I won't bother turning that one sideways because you saw what it looked like when I was putting it together, and I'll show you in a moment anyway. More bullhorns. If anyone's ridden a German electric train and been in the driver's cab, you will know that they have one in every cab. There's your useless bit of information for you. Oh, this looks complex. But we know what rat head's for. Rat head's coming up. Oh, Mini-Me fell over. Mini-Me can stand over there and watch. Get on there, Mini-Me. Oh, you're drunk? Maybe you are. Alright. Okay. Head. Body. We need a face. Need to put a face to the rat. There we go. Maybe that's why he's got throw up face on, because he's going to be in a rat. That makes sense. Rat face. Oh, hang on. No, he's got a lantern. How does he hold on to the lantern? Let's clip onto his hand. Never hurry when you're trying to work with round things, because you knock all your lines over. There we go. Now he's got his lantern. Looks kind of swollen to me. Must be painful. Now we have to build these funny little tiled things, which are made of gold ingots and frogs. Okay. And how many of these do we have to make? Wow, a few. Okay. And since we're making an assembly line of these, just do 2 at the moment because it says to do 2, and I don't know what's coming up after that, so I will behave. I will do 2 God of Lego. Another one goes on there by the looks. And we've got little gold things that go on the ends. These are flowers. Make another one of them. Flowers. Doing it out of order. Make some Lego head gnash their teeth. Start to see what these are for. That makes sense. Now, are these gold bricks or orange bricks? These are orange ingots, these ones. These are little gold bars, but they're made of orange. That's okay. You still see if I'm doing it over here? You can. It's just more comfortable. That's that bit. And then we've got to put them on. And we go on that way around. This is going to be a bit delicate. More delicate than Lego stuff usually is. Glad I don't have to make too many of these. Little bits. And this is funny, look. There seems to be another frog. Of course, more frogs. And then there's 2 of these that go on the back. Now that'll make it less delicate actually, that'll force these separate bricks together. That's good. And then this clips there. sense. Guess where the other one's going to go. No great surprise there. Let's put the frog on now. And I think I'm going to put these things on the back too, because they hold it together quite nicely. I don't know why. Look, I want you to put them on last. Seems a bit nutty. Oh, more orange ingots. Oop, I almost messed that up. Some little warning went off in my head that said, "You're getting it wrong, numbnuts." I think we almost had another Lego bits everywhere incident then. And this one, not too surprisingly, goes on there. And not too surprisingly, it looks just like that one. Pretty sure we're going to be making more of them. Oh, look at that. We're making more of them. Okay. Let's machine these things up a bit. We're going to make them together. This looks like the last bit, these roof tiles, I think, which is good because it means people will be able to sleep soon and I'll be able to get a beer. Sounds like a good idea to me. A 4-day weekend, Jess. Can I come live in your country? I want a 4-day weekend. We don't get a 4-day weekend except at Easter. We used to get a 5-day weekend, but they took one of the days away from us. Well, you're getting too many days. We're going to take one back. Mean, grumpy government. You know what? That is backwards. Slow down. I think it's time for a frog. What do you reckon? Need a frog? I think we need a frog. And I think this one needs a frog. I'm just guessing they need frogs. Just wouldn't surprise me. And I reckon they need orange tiles. I haven't looked, but I just kind of reckon they need these ingots. Because there's a lot of ingots. It would seem to make sense, because these seem to be backwards of the other ones we made. It's another one of those Lego gnashing of teeth things. He's departed from the instructions. He's not doing what he's told. He's a rebel. Or is that the wrong way? Nah, it's the wrong way. That's why I don't want to go in there. Wants to go that way around. Not that it makes any difference, they're square. Anybody else pick that up? I was doing it wrong? No? No one? Surely someone did. You can't even see what I'm doing here. You can't, can you? Because it's behind this other thing. It means that. Alright, I'll put that up there. I'll put these here. Now you'll actually be able to see what I'm doing. All you could see was my hand moving around. Okay, back bits. Now we need this back because, surprise, this goes here. Don't even need the instructions, look at that. And would it surprise you at all to know the other bit probably goes on the other side? Probably not. So you're here now, you might as well stay. It's almost finished. Well, nearly, because of course we've got to put tile things up here too. That's what all these clippy things are for. But anyway, it's coming together. Looking kind of cool. There's something in there making a noise. That worries me. I know why. Look at that. It dislodged the bullhorn. That's what's making the noise. Okay, the bullhorn is now back in. This can go back on there. Clip it all back together so it looks like it never happened. Put on this other bit that fell off mysteriously, even though it wasn't near the bit that fell off. But there we go. Good. Done. No one saw a thing. Okay, next tile bit. I'm guessing it's a tile bit because that's what I've got left. Better flick over the instructions though. So I think what we're making now... Ooh, top bars. Okay. So two of these. And two frogs. I've got a lot of frogs. A lot of little gold frogs. When I pull this thing apart and chuck it all in the parts bin, I'll have to stay awake for days wondering what I can make with frogs. Maybe it's the year of the frog. What do you reckon? So I want to Google it and see if it's the year of the frog. Ah, carnival season. Excellent. Now we know what the bullhorns are for. Look at that. They hold this up. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Just clips on the bullhorns. Who would have thunk it? Not me. Okay. Getting there. There's not much of the book left. Now we're going to make two of these. So we're going to need, make these side by side. Better move that so you can see though. Need two for that one, and two for that one. Need another one of these. Another one of these. One of these. Long one. One of these. Another 2x3 in bright yellow. Okay. Now we have the end plates on each end of those. And they go like that. There's not a lot left. We're going to get out of here soon. Our sentence is almost over, but it's just clicked 2 hours, which isn't bad for an 800 piece kit. That's pretty quick. The Ecto 1, which is 2,300 and something, took me 10 hours. Those bits. And we've got 2 little flowers either side of those bits. Then we're going to have a whole lot of orange ingots because that would make sense because it would be symmetrical. I think they're next. They are next. Orange ingots coming up. Two more of these. I'll grab these. I'm glad I didn't do this yesterday because yesterday it was actually hot. Today I'm sweating and it's only 22 degrees. Can't remember what that is in Fahrenheit. Someone can Google it. Pop it in the chat. Year of the bull, you reckon, Jess? Okay. So there's no bull. Maybe I need to go and find a cow in my other Lego. What do you reckon? I reckon I could do that. I haven't looked at the instructions yet. Yep, I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing. Just had a quick glance. Not even on the right page anymore. I've stopped using the instructions. It just seemed to make sense that these would be the same as the other bits.
How long are you going to do this for?
How long am I going to do this for? There's not much stuff left.
Because I need help packing the car.
Yep.
Before 6:30.
Yep. That was Christine, for those of you that haven't met her. The joys of summertime. It's one of those interesting things. I didn't used to get hay fever. Never did. Suddenly do. Go figure. And of course, in times of COVID and you sneeze somewhere, everybody turns around and stares at you and goes, ooh, he sneezed. Must be time for frogs. Everybody looks scared when you sneeze. And you go, it's hay fever, and they go, yeah, bullshit. Okay, now we want some clippy things. We probably want all the rest of the clippy things, so I'm just going to get them. Still not looking at the instructions, I'm just winging this shit now. Is there enough clippy things to put them like this? Not sure. Don't think there'll be enough, so I think maybe they only go like this. Can't get it off. Do you think I should look at the instructions? I don't. These are either going to fit or they're not. Oh, look at that. Clip, clip, perfect. Same again. Clip, come on, clip in there. Look at that. That looks cool. I'm surprised. It's the same on the other side. Uh-oh. It's just, oh, they're all lying around now. What's going on? Time for the top bar. Now the last top bar had gold bits and frogs on the end, so I'm betting that if I put frogs on the end, and I seem to have 4 of these, so if I put 4 of these in the middle, I'm betting, kinda, that it would kinda make sense. But I'm also betting, just because it would kinda make sense, that I'm going to have a look, because I reckon there's probably something else that belongs on there. No, there's not. That's a surprise, although there is a little dotty thing underneath. There's another flower underneath. Okay. Oh, I think I know why. I think I do know why, because it stops them closing up too much. Isn't that funny? They've hid a little gold flower in there. Could even go in the middle, actually. But it doesn't. Oops, wrong way around. But no one's ever going to see that bit. It's one of those things that's in there and you know it's in there. And nearly there. Well, I thought we'd done, but no, we weren't. There's something else that goes on the top. Ah, guess where Ratty goes. So yes, this must be a year of the rat set. So even though I bought it this year, it's actually for last year. That's cool because we are in fact done, because what I have to do now is take the bit with all the dunny plungers and pose, apparently, a yellow one. How do they stay on here? Looks like they sit up by their tail, believe it or not. Surely not. No, looks like they really do. And there's a yellow one, and there's meant to be a red one on the other side. He's also going to pose on there with his tail. Oh, got to get Mini-Me out of the way now. Otherwise he'll end up with a lion's ass. And we then have our posing guys in the front. And we have this off to one side. And we have some more lions in the middle. And our drum guy's sitting here somewhere. That makes sense. And we've got all our other people hanging around. They won't stand up because they're front heavy because they're holding giant green zombie heads. At least she stands up. And then there's the one with the fireworks who also won't stand up. And guess what? Remember that bit we couldn't find? Now that all the other bits are out of the way, I have to fix it now. Can't leave it not done. Otherwise I'd wake up in the middle of the night and go, have to do it. And that, whoop, fell over. And then you can ride a lion. That way you'll stand up. Maybe the lion won't stand up now. Look at that. I'm lying around. I can't do it. Okay. With that, people who have hung around all this time. Hey Luigi. Selfie. Hang on, selfie. People who have hung around all this time, that's it. Done. Completed. So, thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't unexciting. It was a long time. It was 2 hours, 9 minutes and 32 seconds, which is pretty good. So, wow. We are done. So I will see you guys around. I recognise all the names in there. And I will, I think, go and get a beer. I think that sounds like a really good idea. Jesse can go to sleep. Luigi's probably having breakfast right about now. He's probably having his first coffee. Jesse, you shouldn't have one unless you're going to stay up all night, in which case you should probably have 4. And I think I'll go have a beer. So enjoy yourselves, folks. Not sure who else is still here. Can I actually tell who's in here? Not really. Alright. Have fun, folks. Bye. According to YouTube, your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. Wow. I guess that's what stop means. Bye bye.